Have you guys ever wondered what would have happened if Anakin never sliced the hands of Mace Windu and turned to the dark side of the Force and become the villain known as Darth Vader? I believe this would have changed the entire course of Star Wars. So in this video I will be doing a what if Anakin helped Mace Windu to arrest Palpatine in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Before I go over that, however, you guys be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Star Wars content coming your way. Okay, so my story would play out similar to how it already has, and we will start at the part where Anakin tells Mace Windu that Palpatine is the Sith Lord. So Anakin walks up to Mace. Mace would tell Anakin that they've received word that Obi-Wan has just defeated General Grievous in Utapau, and that he is heading to the Chancellor's office to make sure the Chancellor returns emergency power back to the Senate. Anakin then tells Mace Windu that he's learned the terrible truth and that Palpatine is the Sith Lord, and it's the one they've been looking for due to the fact that he's been trained to use the dark side of the Force. We see the fear in the eyes of Mace Windu as he replies, "Then our worst fears have been realized." Windu wants to act quick if the Jedi Order was to survive. Anakin then would tell Mace Windu that he's too powerful and they'd need his help if they are to defeat him. But Windu, just how it played out as normal, would deny Anakin's request and would tell Anakin that if what he says would be true, then that would mean that Windu would start trusting Anakin. I'm going to make this a big part into this story that I'm creating. Windu will tell Anakin to remain in the Jedi Council until they return. We will then have Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, Agen Kolar, and Sae Tin to assist Mace Windu with arresting the Chancellor. Anakin, on the other hand, goes to the Jedi Council and sits in his rightful place. As Anakin is sat down thinking, we get voices inside of Anakin's head, with Palpatine telling him that he could save Padme together. "You do know, don't you, Anakin? If the Jedi destroy me, any chance of saving her will be lost." With this, Anakin is perplexed and doesn't know what to do. We see him glance upon the sunset as a tear rolls down his cheek. Skywalker cannot take it, knowing the Jedi will probably kill Palpatine, and his opportunity with saving Padme could be forever gone. He cannot take any risks. We then head to Palpatine's office, and we have the 4 Jedis march into the Dark Lord's office, attempt to arrest him. Palpatine takes out his lightsaber and ignites it. It's treason, then. And we then have the fight scene we saw. Palpatine kills the 3 Jedi with ease, however, is struggling to defeat Mace Windu due to the Pod. The Pod, which is Mace Windu's fighting style, allows him to channel the dark side within him and use it for combat. As the two are struggling to defeat each other and fighting against each other, we have Anakin landing in the entrance to the office, and he runs in to make sure he isn't too late. We then have Mace Windu disarm Palpatine and put him on the ground with his lightsaber inches away from the Dark Lord's neck, as Anakin then marches in the office. Windu then says, "You're under arrest, my lord." Palpatine is now trying to trick Anakin into thinking that the Jedi have committed treason. Still again, we have Palpatine being in denial of his arrest, and since Anakin has arrived, it's now time for him to show the full power of the dark side. This results in Palpatine delivering a fatal Force lightning at the Jedi Master, with this time Windu struggling to block it. With Palpatine faking to Anakin that he's getting weaker, and he's seeing Mace Windu struggle as well, it's time for him to make a choice. Save Padme by joining the dark side, or save Mace Windu instead. Anakin would consider to save Palpatine. However, Anakin knows that Palpatine is too dangerous, and he doesn't need everything from him. He just needs his teachings. So this time, Anakin ignites his lightsaber and chops off the hands of the Dark Lord. Therefore, he would be saving both Windu and Palpatine. This then leads to the arrest of Chancellor Palpatine, and he is going to be sent to the Senate to stand trial. Mace Windu will then show footage from security tapes showing Palpatine revealing himself as the Sith Lord to Anakin, in which everyone associated with the Chancellor would be arrested for treason due to him being responsible for the Clone Wars and many assassination attempts. However, lucky for Anakin, he is congratulated with this victorious move and that he's brought balance to the Force. Due to this victory and the fact that Windu trusts him now, Anakin would be given the rank of Master in the Jedi Council. Ahsoka and Rex would have also arrived from Mandalore, with Maul in custody as well. Both Ahsoka and Rex would also congratulate the new Jedi Master within the Council. This would now grant Anakin access to all Jedi Master archives in the library, and Anakin now would find a way to save Padme, meaning if Palpatine was to be executed, Anakin wouldn't need Palpatine anymore. A while later, this will then result to the birth of Luke and Leia, and this time Anakin would be there to see his newly born children. The Council would have heard about this and how unacceptable it was. Anakin would be summoned to the Jedi Council since he's violated the Jedi Code. But Ki-Adi-Mundi would then open up since he once had a wife as well. Therefore, Anakin would still remain a Jedi Master within the Council and wouldn't be expelled from the Order. And this time, the Jedi Council would ultimately accept Anakin and would wait with open arms for both Luke and Leia to be trained as a Jedi when they're in the right age. Anakin would also grow to become the most powerful Jedi who has ever lived, and he will then begin to train his children, who will also be very, very powerful in the Force as well. As you guys can see, the outcome is very different. Order 66 may not happen. Anakin never joins the dark side and becomes Darth Vader. Anakin would be able to save Padme with the Jedi archives, as he is now ranked as a Jedi Master within the Council. Anakin will be able to train his children and actually live with them as well. And also, Anakin wouldn't have got his limbs chopped off because Mustafar wouldn't have happened, and this will result to Anakin actually becoming the most powerful Jedi that has ever lived due to how strong he is with the Force. However, one thing we are unsure of: is there a new threat that shall be arriving, or has Anakin finally brought peace to the galaxy? But yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this what if video. It was really fun for me recording it as well. Thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.